So on this auction, I would have bid 2 spades for my second bid. And then bid hearts on my third bid, basically. When you rebid 2 hearts, you're just telling partner about 1 more card in your hand. If you rebid 2 spades, you're showing 4 more cards.
Mm-hmm.
2 spades is reverse, but after 2/1 auction, it doesn't promise extras unless you have a specific agreement for that.
Rick,
Okay.
given that I started with 2 club, what's the chance that I also hold 4 spades?
Well, if you have 5 clubs and 4 spades, you will bid 2 clubs.
Okay.
So you'll still show your pattern, even though you could have bid a spade. And so it also, even if you only have 3 spades like you do, it may turn out that 4 spades is the right place to play. If you had a singleton or void in hearts, for instance, that might be the way it would work out. But I think this is good to contract here, and you'll finesse hearts, and so you'll probably lose 1 heart, and then the ace of clubs and ace of diamonds should make it. So 3 clubs here normally is a 4th suit bid. That would be considered an artificial bid, even though you're in a game force.
I don't know where to go other than 3 no.
Yeah, that you can do that. Go ahead.
But I've got the majors and he's got the minors, so hopefully we'll be all right.
If his club bid showed clubs, yes, but that's what I'm saying. His club bid really should not show clubs. It could kind of show.
Oh, I recall that's the one that if you had club stop and no trump kind of bid.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You can go ahead and pass this one. Oh yeah, that's fine. So this is a complicated hand, but you might make 4 hearts, and the hearts do divide. So if you draw a trump, you'll just lose one heart trick, and then it depends on how you manage the diamonds. If you lead up to the king, if they duck, which they usually won't, they'll most often play the ace. If they duck, you'll lose 2 diamonds and a heart. That'll be good.
How does 4 heart compare with 3 no trump?
We'll make 3 no trump because you can knock out the ace of diamonds, and then you get 3 hearts, 3 clubs, or 2 clubs, 3 spades and a diamond, and I think there's enough transportation to do all of that.
But
you'll get an extra trick
without going double dummy, how should the swap process go?
As far as bidding it or playing it?
Bidding. Like, do I bid 4 heart given only 3 card support and a void?
So I think that over the 2 hearts, you're a little bit stuck for a bid there. Bidding 2 no trump seems like maybe the best thing. That's gonna make them think you have some spades though. But I would angle towards probably 3 no trump. But going to 4 hearts is also fine. I think either one of those is a good contract here. The kind of thing I'm thinking though, you have 15 high card points.
Right.
So chances are you have enough high card points to make 3 no trump, even though you're void in spades. And chances are you'll have transportation because you have so many combined high card points. If you had had only 12 high card points, I might have thought that 4 hearts is preferred. You'll need a little more roughing values, and you can use roughing possibly for transportation. So that's kind of tricky hands, though. But the main point there, in a 2/1 auction, when you do bid the 4th suit, it's artificial. It's not showing that suit, and often if you skip no trump, it's denying that suit. I think this is a good auction and a good contract. You've got ace of hearts and ace king of spades to lose. You can lose if they get a club rough in, you'll go down. But they could easily not find that.
So the opening lead is probably queen of diamonds.
Yep. And then what will probably happen there is you'll win the ace. And actually, you can play a second king of diamonds and pitch a spade.
Right.
And
And
you'll
that
be
way it's
okay.
guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. And what could happen then is you play the king of hearts and they win the ace. And they can win their ace of spades then, but if they're clever and lead a low spade to the king and get a club back, they'll get ace of hearts, king of spades, and a rough. But you'll still make your contract. Also, the 2-heart bid here does not promise a 6-card suit. It's often a 6-card suit, but it's normally a hand where you don't feel like you can bid 2 no trump. Kind of stuck like you were before there.
No.
So should I don't know. I'm tempted to just go 3 no, but I'm
Well,
worried-
but
I'm
you
worried-
don't have a club stopper, right?
Right.
And he could have bid no trump with club stopped.
right.
So I'd be looking maybe towards diamonds here and saying, okay, you've bid diamonds twice. I've got good diamonds for you. You've got great diamonds, given that he's bid them twice.
Right. So just go ahead and pass up 3 no trump and go 4 diamonds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a gamble because 3 no trump will often score better, but you could potentially be looking at a slam for diamonds.
I don't like it given his 1 spade open.
But
Oh, yeah.
how much do you need from him, though?
Well, he's promising good diamonds already, so the length is guaranteed. I don't care so much about high cards in diamonds. I need help in hearts and something club. So I guess technically not that much.
Right.
He bid heart already, so he has something in hearts.
Right. So what you need, what you can imagine, what do you think his pattern is? I guess is what
Five,
I'd
four,
ask.
three, one.
Yeah, with one club, right?
Right. Okay.
And so you can tell that he can rough a couple clubs for you.
Right.
And so if you did ask for key cards,
Gonna come back with 2 and no queen.
right, and that's enough. If he has both aces, that's a parking place for your last club or your heart if need be.
Right.
And if he comes back with 0 or 1, you can stop at 5 diamonds.
Mm.
That's one of the things you want to be careful. You don't want to have a hand with one less key card where if he showed 2 key cards and that's not enough, because it puts you up above 5 diamonds, the response does. But here, 2 key cards is the perfect answer for you.
So how would that bidding go?
Instead of 5 diamonds, Tony could bid 4 no trump for key card to ask.
But the response
Would
the
be 5
response will
hearts. And so South would say 5 hearts, and then Tony would say 6 diamonds.
Oh, but you'd be at 6. Okay.
Right.
There's
and
no
if it's-
legit way to get to 7.
Right. But I would not worry about getting 7 because you don't have that many points. You got 14
True.
and 14, 28 high card points. So making 7 is super lucky in that sense. But making 6 is not so lucky, especially once you figure out that South has a singleton club. That's got to be very beneficial.
And should I just go to 4 hearts or?
So that's the question. I feel like you probably should. You got it. Which is the stronger bid, 3 hearts or 4 hearts?
3 hearts is probably stronger.
Yeah, so it's 3 hearts normally shows like 14 or 15 or more.
Right, going slow.
Right.
So just go ahead and do the fast rattle.
And you'd go to 4 hearts.
Okay.
If you wanted to go slow, you'd be better off bidding I think 4 diamonds.
So are we changing?
Yeah, go ahead and undo the 3 hearts. And just make that 4 hearts. So it looks like they have a spade to lose and a club to lose. The hearts are
Potentially a diamond as well.
well, you'll be able to rough 2 diamonds.
Oh yeah, there's enough trumps.
Yeah, or you could finesse spades twice and set up the spades.
Hmm.
Those would be pretty easy. All right, let me put Brian in here.
I have to go no trump, huh?
You can, although you don't have to yet. You can go ahead and bid, like, 3 clubs here.
3 clubs? Okay.
Yeah, because you've got 4 clubs here, and you have unbalanced hand. So you can show partner your unbalanced hand here. And so Tony, what can you bid to kind of further clarify your holding?
I kind of want to bet 3 hard.
That's the right bid, yeah. And so Brian, what do you think 3 hearts is telling you?
Let's see. So can't have 4. But that means either 3.
Well, your 2 heart bid originally, how many hearts did that promise?
So when I go to 2, oh, that process promised 5.
That promises 5.
Yeah. And so he's saying the 3 would promise 2.
Yes, that's right. Because he would have said 2 hearts right off if he'd had 3 card support.
Right. Right.
And how come he didn't bid 3 no trump?
He must not have a stopper in diamonds then, right?
Right. And so what's his how many spades does he have?
6 spades, 2 hearts.
And then 5 in the minors
Yes.
in some way. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
and
now's when you probably want to do your 3 no trump.
because I have the stoppers and diamonds and
Yep. Yep. And so what do we think West is going to be on lead? What are they going to lead?
6 of diamonds.
Yeah, I
diamond.
think so. Much to
And
their
if you do
dismay.
if you do the 11 minus 6, you know the 10 is going to win.
That's right. So Brian, you know how that works? That rule of 11?
Oh, right. Yeah.
So what would that tell you?
So that there's 5 higher cards and
And where are they all?
we have
Yep, you've got all 5 of them. So
Oh.
you know that you can win that with the 10 or the 8.
yeah.
And so how do you think you'd want to play the hand then, knowing that you can win the first diamond cheaply?
Well, you still got some work to do if you're looking at
Low heart to the ace, then a low heart back. Try to set up heart somehow.
Yeah, I think that's your best bet. Hearts is your best suit to set up because you've got 7 of them.
yeah.
And so when you count your high tricks, you're going to have 4 diamonds and 2 clubs is 6. Ace of hearts is 7. So you need 2 more tricks, right?
But you're gonna
One
lose.
of them you can get with your queen or jack of hearts by driving the king out.
Yeah.
And you hope you can get one more by length, even if the hearts are 3-3 or 4-2. And often with this kind of situation, you look at it, you might think, oh, I should finesse hearts by leading the queen. But that doesn't really help. If they cover the king and then the ace, you have the jack, but they have the 10, 9, and 8. So you may actually be giving them more tricks. So it's safer to actually just lead a low heart, like Tony says, to the ace, and then lead the 2 of hearts back to the queen. They'll win their king.
Uh-huh.
They'll probably shift to a spade, which will get them their 2 spade tricks. But
That
after
should be
that,
it.
after that, I think you'll like have to give up a heart trick and you'll be good, right? Oh no, you don't have to
No,
give
no.
up a heart anymore. You'll win the jack of hearts and the hearts are split, and so you'll have the rest of the. Well, what do you have? Yeah, you'll have the rest of the tricks because you pitch 2 clubs on the 2 spade tricks.
Mm.
So you wind up taking 4 hearts, playing hearts that way. You see how that works?
Ah, yeah.
Heart to the ace, a heart to the queen and the king. You lose that king of hearts, but then all the rest of your hearts are good. So you take 4 hearts, 4 diamonds, 2 clubs.
Yeah.
Would be in good shape there. But I like this auction in general. I think this is good.
Do I go 2 no trump or 3?
Well, I think that you could go 3 no trump here because even though you have extra values,
Not that much.
yeah, and South has limited his hand. Oh, actually, that's not true. He's not limited yet because you haven't found a suit yet. And so, yeah, I would have done 2 no trump, I think, because you've got 16 high card points, 15.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have tried 2 no trump, but he would have just said 3 no trump then. So you get to the same spot. So what do we think the opening lead is?
2 of heart, most likely. Because I bid diamonds.
Yes, although I'm still, because you're suggesting a heart stopper with your 3 no trump bid, I'm going to lead my 10 of diamonds. I think that leading a heart may give up a trick, but leading a diamond is unlikely to.
Ah. Hmm.
It puts you in a little bit of a spot there, but if you go up with the ace of diamonds, you still kind of want to, you don't have a lot of diamonds to set up. If you lead a low diamond, the king's going to fall, so your queen and jack will be good as it turns out. But I wouldn't count on that. I'm not sure what to do. Probably after winning the ace of diamonds, lead the queen of hearts and try and finesse a heart. It's kind of a tricky hand because the East has all the stuff. They got the king of hearts in the right spot for them. They have the queen or the king of clubs.
Yeah.
Spades will set up pretty well if you're able to lead the queen of spades. You'll only wind up losing 1 spade trick. I don't know if you have enough entries in the South to set up all your spades. Anyhow, I think that's okay option there.
Hmm.
I would have gone slow with the 2 no trump.
Dang.
Is that the right? That seems like the only auction, right?
No, he easily makes slam.
But is there a way to?
This is another you're gonna make seven on.
I was trying to think. He has to have good heart honors as well as decent club, but there's no way for me to find out.
But he should be showing extras here
Okay, yeah, I guess.
because he can bid 4 hearts with just a basic opener and hearts. But I agree, it's difficult, and things do work out right. The Queen of Hearts does work, and the King of Clubs does work. And so I would say this is not a high percentage slam. And you see his best suit spades, all you get is one trick out of that. You get a to pitch your 9 of diamonds on the ace of spades.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then the king, jack, and 10 of spades are basically worthless cards. So it's just, it is pretty lucky. But this is one of these 6-5 come alive kind of hands.
So that's why my initial thinking is is it worth it to bid 2 club? But I don't think so. I talked myself out of it.
I agree. I like the 2 hearts better because 4 hearts is a much more likely contract than, it's certainly better than 5 clubs. And it's, slam doesn't seem likely with him opening spades and that being your void. So I think this is a reasonable contract. A lot of people would be in that 4 hearts. And you'd be better off in 4 hearts than 5 clubs because both will make 7.
But so tactically wise, if you're in a tournament and you need some big score, this will be a hand that you try to push for it.
Right. Yeah. If you know you're behind towards the end, you might try and reach for it. Oh, you've got an opening hand there.
You sure? Okay. All right. Well, I think we can continue. It's one of those.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
So what do you need to be careful about your second bid here?
I would say that's closest to the weakest opening hand I can think of.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
Yeah.
So what are your choices of bids here, Brian?
2 diamonds, 2 clubs.
Yeah, so both of those are pretty weak bids. So do you think that you belong in game?
Well, yeah, even if he only has the minimum, yes.
Right, so you need to make a game forcing bid. And so a jump in a new suit by opener is a game forcing bid.
So, but what's
So 3 clubs.
3 clubs?
Yeah.
And what would he think that was 4-4?
No, he's going to think you're 5-4 at least because if you have a
Otherwise
game
you-
forcing hand and you have a balanced hand, you'd open 2 no trump or 1 no trump or something like that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Huh.
So Rick, you said a jump by opener is game forcing.
Jump shift.
A jump shift. And so it usually shows around 19 points where in this situation where responder has made a bid only promising 6.
Right. What would Brian's bid be if he had like 17 points? His second
Then
bid.
just two clubs. And that when you have an auction that starts out 1 of a suit, 1 of another suit, and then 2 of a lower ranking suit, like that, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 clubs, that two clubs is the widest ranging second bid that we have in bridge. It's 12 to 18 points, or 12 to 17, 12 to 18. And so responder has to be cognizant of that and not pass with 8 points.
So I don't have any choice right now. I got to pass, right?
I would, because they're saying they got a heart stopper there, and you have a half a heart stopper, so. So how many are you gonna make here?
See.
Lead.
Probably a hard lead.
Yep. Low heart, queen, king, ace.
1, 2. Given that the minor behave is a 13 top trick.
That's right. 14 top tricks.
Right.
Oh, really? Oh.
So, do you see that, Brian? If you play the ace of clubs and the queen drops,
Yeah. Yeah.
then you can win the jack of clubs, and then back, and all the clubs are good, all the hearts are good, all the diamonds are good.
Oh, they're all, yeah.
You
Yeah.
need the ace of spades.
What if I open?
So if you open, I think in a way it's a little more difficult. But South should be pretty excited. They're going to say 2 diamonds, and you're going to say 2 no trump.
Right. And he probably do like a 4 no trump for quantitative or something. But I pass any invitation.
Maybe just 6 no trump.
Just go to 6 directly.
Yeah, or possibly 4 clubs.
Really?
Asking for aces and find out about the missing 2 aces.
Mm.
And then you know you're in good shape, right? Your hearts are good, the diamonds are probably good. Just a question of the clubs.
So it would end up in 6 now?
Yeah. But the thing is, I think that if Tony passes this hand and South opens, I think, Brian, your hand is too strong to open a diamond. So
What if he opened 2 club?
Yeah, one of the questions is, it's hard where you're 2 suited, but you could treat this as a single suited diamond hand. And the question is, how much do you need from partner to make 5 diamonds?
0
Mhm.
points.
Pick-
4
if you
small
could
club
pick-
and 3 small diamonds.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't need any. I need 4 small club and 3 small diamond for him to make 5 diamonds.
Right, and even if you have just the queen doubleton of clubs, you're going to make 5 diamonds. Do you see that, Brian?
Yeah. Yeah. But so what would be a better opening?
2 clubs.
And I'll go 2 spades.
Really? Oh, because okay.
Because if your hand is so strong that all you need is a side queen to make game,
Yeah.
you need to open 2 clubs to show the strength of your hand. 1 diamond could easily get passed around,
Yeah.
and you could still make game. So your hand is too strong to open at the 1 level. You need to open at the 2 club level.
So it's
Let's
gonna
say 2 spades, which will show you he's got 8 or more points in a good spade suit.
Oh, he's not gonna do 2 diamonds waiting?
No, 2 diamonds. We don't do 2 diamonds waiting if we have 8 or more points and a good quality suit. We
Ah,
can show.
okay.
So usually we don't have that. So we usually do the 2 diamond waiting, but here he'll say 2 spades, and you can say 3 diamonds to show your hand, your suit.
And I'll do 4 diamonds.
What's that?
And I will do 4 diamonds.
I don't know. You might go ahead and say 3 no at that point.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
It's hard because you have more points than you showed. You've got 11 points, and so I don't know. Maybe 4 diamonds is the right bid there.
I was initially passing and thinking some jury sequence.
Yeah, right. But if you do 4 diamonds, then he could do 4 no trump, and you can tell him about your two aces. And then he'll probably go to six no trump,
Huh.
possibly seven diamonds. Be a bit of a gamble. But once you see, if you do key card and you see that he has the ace of hearts and the ace of spades, you know that your heart losers you don't have any heart losers. You supported your diamonds, you don't expect to have any diamond losers. So it's just a question of clubs. And when you have 5 clubs, this is a funny kind of thing to work out, but if you have 5 clubs, you think about what are the numbers of clubs he can have. If he has 1 club, that's good, right? If he only has 1 club, because then you can rough some clubs.
Yeah.
If he has 2 clubs and you've got the ace and king, that's still good because he can rough some clubs. If he's got 4 or 5 clubs, the clubs are probably running. So the worst holding he can have for you is 3 clubs without the queen. But even 3 clubs without the queen, if he's got the jack like he does, you can finesse, and you've got a good chance of picking up all the clubs. So it's just funny, and if you have a suited hand like this with a 5-card side suit with the ace, king, it's a really strong holding because almost any holding that partner has is going to be good for setting up your suit. Either by roughs if he's short or just by promotion if he's long.
So, but then you're going to want to be in a suit, not no trump, right?
Yeah, and so that's where I think 6 or possibly 7 diamonds. That's where I think about being in 6 no trump here or 7 diamonds. 7 diamonds gives you the chance of roughing out clubs if he's short in clubs.
Ah, yeah.
And if he's long in clubs, then you just win your clubs. So it's a little bit of a gamble, but that's the way to think about those two different options.
All right, great. I have to head off.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Thank you.
drop James back in here. What do you think here, Brian?
I'm thinking 3 no. I was trying to see if there's any.
So no trump is right, but you haven't agreed that that's the right place to play. So you could bid 2 no trump here. It doesn't show extras, even though you do have extras also.
Okay.
But you're in a game forcing auction, so go slow to still see if you can find the right place to play.
And there's no there's no reason to bid clubs again.
I would not, because it's more important here to show that you've got stopper and hearts basically with your 2 no trump bid.
Okay. So
So he doesn't sound super excited about no trump. Now is when you can tell him about your extra club.
oh, really? I can go to 4 clubs?
Yeah, because he's saying no, let's not play no trump.
He's not just showing extra spades. He's also saying. But I also think that's showing stronger spades than I'm thinking that the rest of that he has the 1 ace and no trump still good.
It could be.
But that's more accurate though.
Well, some people will bid 3 no trump with what you had, and that could be okay too.
Yeah. So,
So 5 clubs will make, and it will make,
you lose a,
probably 7, I think.
yeah. You won't lose a spade. You won't. Can you lose a diamond?
Well, you have a two-way finesse in diamonds.
Yeah.
But if you set up spades, if you play a spade, if for instance you draw a trump, play the ace of spades and then the queen of spades, you can rough out the king of spades
Ah, yeah.
and then go back with the king of diamonds and all the spades are good. You can throw your hearts and diamonds. That would be one way to make 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
so should we bid it?
Well, I think that over 4 clubs, you might consider 4 spades because your spades are good enough that even if he's got 0 spades, you can set up your spades.
So he does 4 spades, and then what? I would go.
You'd probably pass that, but 4 spades will make 6.
Oh,
You'll have to lose the king of spades, but that'll be better than 7 clubs making 7. You still get a better score with 4 spades making
ah,
6. And the fact that you can make a slam here is kind of fortunate, I guess, because you don't have that many points. You've each got 14, so it's 28 high card points.
yeah.
But your singleton ace of hearts opposite your ace of hearts opposite the singleton helps you out.
Yeah.
And no trump, if they lead a heart, you're going to be, you'll still be okay probably, but you can only take 1 spade. You can't do the spade finesse. Because if you do, you'll lose the king of spades and a bunch of hearts. But the clubs will set up, so you'll take 6 clubs, a heart is 7, a spade is 8, and 2 diamonds, 9 and 10. And if you finesse diamonds right, you'll take 2 more.
Hmm.
So no trump kind of works out, but no trump is pretty sketchy because you only have that 1 stopper,
Yeah.
and then they have 9 hearts. So if they ever get in, they'll run a bunch of hearts.
Yeah.
And this king of spades is offside, so if you tried that finesse, you'd go down a lot. So lots of different choices. 5 clubs is probably the worst contract though, because clubs only has 20 points each, and so no matter how many tricks you take, it's going to be the worst score.
Oh. Yeah.
So after 5 clubs, you might consider 6 clubs as south, because you've got you will need a good score, and you do have 3 aces and a singleton spade, so your hand could be pretty strong. But I would say it's a hard hand to bid.
Hmm. So, and that's it, huh? 4 spades.
I think so. Yeah.
There's no.
Your
yeah.
hand is pretty minimum.
Yeah.
Would I have thought about 4 no trump? Because with dummy points, I've got 19 points.
That is true. But you're 19. You need him to have 14 points to have a slam.
Yep.
And him going to 4 spades is showing a minimum, so he does not have 14 points.
Okay.
And so this will work out okay for you. You've got a heart to lose, but things are the spades are 4-1, and they have some high spades, and so you have to deal with that. But otherwise, you're okay. So you're if you play the ace of spades to begin with, and a low spade, you'll wind up losing 2 spades and a heart, I think. You make exactly 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should I have
looks
said
great.
3 clubs to do what you said? You know,
3
tell me
clubs is
what
an
to do?
option. It takes up a lot of your space, though. So I don't know.
That was why I leaned towards spades because it was right there.
If you bid 3 clubs, he'll come back with 3 no trump, and you might leave it there. Hard to say which will be better, but you'll make 3 no or you'll make 4 spades. If they lead spades, you won't get a chance to rough a club. But if you finesse at hearts, you can pitch a club loser on a heart. I think either one will work out okay.
Hmm. Hmm. I always don't know what to do in this situation.
So, do you think you have enough for game?
Yes.
Do you have enough for slam?
I guess no. No. Nope.
Okay.
But can I go 3 no?
Yep. Even though your hand is unbalanced, partner's hand is balanced.
Right.
Every once in a while, he'll wind up having 3 small spades and they'll take the first 5 spade tricks, but that's pretty rare.
Okay.
So how many tricks are you going to take here? What are they going to lead? Let me ask you that.
They're gonna lead
King of hearts.
3 of hearts.
3 of hearts.
Against no trump, you need a sequence of 3 or broken sequence of 3 to lead an honor.
Okay.
So we lead low from length and strength.
So you win it with a
You
8.
win with the 7, yeah. 8, the 8.
8, yeah.
So how many tricks are you gonna take?
Well, let's see. You can take all the clubs.
11.
Yep.
Wow.
5 clubs, and then 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, and 2 spades. And so your guess was right. You had easily enough for game. You did not quite have enough for slam. And there you wind up taking 1 trick short of the slam.
And my 1 no trump opener is okay versus 1 spade.
Yeah, for sure. 1 spade is nice to show your spades, but you can never show your 16 points then.
Mm-hmm.
No way to show a balanced hand with 16 points after that.
Should I have gone 2 diamonds first and then come back to club?
Yep.
Sorry, thought so. As soon as I did, I'm like, oops.
Yeah. So again, this 3 club bid does not show clubs.
Oh.
Oh,
Remember, that's the 4th suit.
right. But
And
it's still
already you don't think he's going to have, he probably doesn't have a lot of clubs because he's shown you 9 cards in the majors.
Right.
So you should bid 2 no trump there.
So what would the 3 club show? Didn't it show controlling clubs or something?
No, it's an artificial bid, and it's sort of basically it's like a pass, except it's not a pass because you get passed out. It's saying, partner, tell me more about your hand. And usually it's looking for a club stopper for no trump. Because with a club stopper here, you normally would bid no trump. So when you bid clubs, it's really denying clubs.
Okay.
Oh. Huh. So I have, so it's just gonna be 3 no.
Yep.
So should I just bid 3 no instead of 2 no?
No, because your hand is stronger, and you don't know. He may still have he may have 6 spades, so you want to give him a chance to show his extra spade again.
Okay.
So we don't do our fast arrival until we've agreed on the strain, the super no trump.
Okay.
So how many are we going to take here?
Let's see.
What's their opening lead going to be?
East. So now they
6
lead
of
king.
hearts.
If leads the 6 of hearts, you're going to win cheaply again. You can win your jack.
Yeah. And then you win 5 diamonds. Do you know you're gonna win 5 clubs?
Hmm?
5 diamonds, 5 clubs.
Yeah. And the jack of hearts and the ace of hearts and the ace of spades.
8. You win it all.
Yeah, you can take all 13 tricks again.
Yeah.
You might not, when they lead that low heart, if you try and, it might be better to play the 8 of hearts on trick 1, hoping that East had the 10 of hearts to start with. Then you'll lose that heart, the 10's going to win. So you'll only make 12 tricks then.
But if you do the 11 minus 6 is 5, and then you see you've got 4 and there's 1 in dummy,
There's one
And you
higher
would-
than the 6 out.
Oh,
And the and because there's the king, queen, 10, and 7, you have to guess which one you think it is. If you play the jack, there's 3 higher out, so it's likely that the jack will lose. If you play the 8, that's the right play so long as East has the 10, which I think is more likely. It's kind of a tricky logic, but
But you're gonna lose it in this case. Okay.
if you play the 8, you would lose to the 10,
Yeah.
so you'd only take 12 tricks. So this is another difficult hand. It's kind of a misfit again, and you look, you see, you do that, and you can take those 12 or 13 tricks without using your queen, jack, 10, 9 of spades. So all those spades are worthless, but because clubs split 3-3, which is not going to be the case most often, and because your diamonds fit really well too,
3-3-2. Yeah. Well,
that you make so many tricks. But I think 3-no trump would be a typical result here.
okay.
Yeah, that's good for those.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.